of all the myths and parables which he, and I don't know what word to use, which he found within the heart of truth, the most famous is that which he wrote in 1914, published separately in 1916, and then set at the very center of the novel, The Trial, the parable of the law, before the law, for them gazettes. It's only a page in length, or a page and a few lines, and yet, perfectly seriously, one can set it next to the immensity of the book of Job. It shares with the book of Job that quality of demanding inexhaustibility. Kafka said that a myth begins in a place of truth and ends in a place of inexplicability. This is Kafka's exact path, and the path of Joseph K. as he approaches the cathedral in which the unfathomable yet translucent legend of the law and the doorkeeper is going to be communicated to him.
Joseph K. Are you Joseph K?
Yes.
You are the accused man.
So I've been informed.
Then you are the man I seek. I am the prison chaplain.
Indeed.
I had you summoned here to have a talk with you. Do you know that your case is going badly?
I have that idea myself, yes.
How do you think it will end?
I do not know how it will end. Do you?
No, but I fear it will end badly. You are held to be guilty. Your case may never perhaps get beyond a lower court.
But I am not guilty. It's a misunderstanding. And if it comes to that, how can any man be called guilty? We're all simply men here, one as much as the other.
That is true. But that is how all guilty men talk. What is the next step you propose to take in the matter?
I'm going to seek some more help. There are several possibilities I haven't investigated yet.
You cast about too much for outside help.
Have you a little time for me?
As much time as you need.
You are the exception to those who belong to the court. I have more trust in you than any of the others, though I know many of them. I feel I can speak openly to you.
Don't be deluded.
How am I being deluded?
You are deluding yourself about the court. In the scriptures that preface the law, that particular delusion is described thus. Before the law stands a doorkeeper on guard. To this doorkeeper comes a man from the country who begs admittance to the law. But the doorkeeper says that he cannot admit the man at the moment. The man, on reflection, asks if he will be allowed then to enter later. It is possible, answers the doorkeeper, but not at this moment. The doorkeeper gives him a stool and lets him sit down at the side of the door. There he sits waiting for days and years. In the first years, he curses his evil fate aloud. Later, as he grows older, he only mutters to himself. He grows old. Now his life is drawing to a close. Before he dies, all that he's experienced during the whole time of his sojourn condenses in his mind into one question which he has never yet put to the doorkeeper. He beckons the doorkeeper, since he can no longer raise his stiffening body. "What is it you want to know now?" asks the doorkeeper. Everyone strives to attain the law, says the man. How is it then that in all these years, no one has come seeking admission but me? The doorkeeper sees the man is at the end of his strength and his hearing is failing. So he bellows in his ear. No one but you could gain admittance through this door, since this door was intended for no one but you. I am now going to shut it. That is the story in the very words of the Scriptures. The court makes no claims on you. It receives you when you come, and it relinquishes you when you go.
This story I wrote at one sitting, from 10 o'clock at night to 6 in the morning. I was hardly able to pull my legs out from under the desk, they had got so stiff from sitting. Several times during the night, I heaved my own weight upon my back. How everything can be said. How for the strangest fancies there waits a great fire in which they perish and rise up again. How it turned blue outside the window. On the evening before Kay's 31st birthday, it was about 9 o'clock, the time when a hush falls on the streets. 2 men came to his lodgings.
Come in. So you are appointed for me?
10th-rate actors they send for me.
I'm ready. Let us go.
Kay now perceived clearly that he was supposed to seize the knife himself and plunge it into his own breast. But he did not do so. He merely gazed around him. His glance fell on the top story of the house which adjoins the quarry. Who was it? A friend? Someone who wanted to help? Where was the judge whom he had never seen? Where was the high court which he had never penetrated? He raised his hand and spread out all his fingers. But the hands of one of the partners were already at Kay's throat. With failing eyes, he could still see the 2 of them, watching the final act. Like a dog, he said. It was as if he meant the shame of it to outlive him.